Okay, so in this first class, we're gonna go over each one of the components of the knowledge management system. The first thing you need to know is that this bar on the left is kind of like a menu where you're gonna be able to see all of the pages that are inside of your knowledge management system. Here are the main pages. Let's start from this one, My Hub. My Hub is basically a page that has many other pages inside, has databases inside, and it's actually showing other pages and other databases inside of this page. Most of the time you're gonna work from this page. When you want to go to a project, or you want to go to an area, or you want to see an active project or a resource, many times you'll just do it from here. You can actually hide the menu by clicking here, and you can just work from here. You can just show it again by clicking here again. So the next part of the My Hub page is this part over here. I modified it so it works for me. It's very important that you modify it so it works for you. For me, it's very important to set weekly goals and then every night to set goals for the next day. For me, that's important. If that's not important for you, you can just delete this part. I also like to set the 3 goals in advance if I can. Sometimes I can't. And I like to set a theme for each day. So you can do all of that, or you can just delete this part. The next section is the projects section. We're gonna have a class for each one of these components, but let's see it from a high point view. So if we click here on projects, we'll see this database called projects DB in many places. This is the same database, it's just a different view. Here you're only seeing the active projects, is the same database, but it's filtered so it only shows projects that have a status of doing. But from this tab you'll be able to see every single one of your projects. If we click on the next tab, the areas tab, you're gonna see all your areas. Everything in your knowledge management system is connected, so your areas are connected to the projects, and your projects are connected to resources, and your resources are connected to everything. You're gonna understand that when we see each one of the classes, but just so you can see it, if we click in this area, you're gonna be able to see projects inside of it. That's the same projects database, it's just showing me projects that are related to this area. The next one on our list is our resources tab. Our resources tab is going to host pretty much every single resource that you find on the internet, that you find outside, or pretty much anything. So as you can see here, I have articles, tools, podcasts, books, videos, etc. You are going to be able to link it to different areas. You're going to be able to link it to projects, and you're going to be able to add links. You're going to be able to link it to a notes database that we're going to see later. Next, we have the archives database, which is basically a place where you're going to put stuff that you think you don't need anymore, but we never want to throw things away, just in case we need it in the future. We're going to have a class showing you what's the right way of adding things to the archive. The next tab, and probably one of my favorite tabs, I spend a lot of time in this section of my knowledge management system, is a second brain. It's important to understand that the second brain is not a database, it's just a page where we're showing the resources database in different ways. It's the same database. As you can see here, this says resources. It's the same database that we saw when we went to the resources tab, but it's just filtered, and we're just arranging it so it's shown in a different way. So you can probably see now that there are different ways of showing databases. This is a gallery view, this is a list view, and we just saw on the previous tab, on the resources tab, a spreadsheet view or a table view. And last, we have an inbox page. Basically, this is an empty page that sometimes we can use when we're adding things from the internet. I'm going to show you a very cool Chrome extension that you can use to save resources from the internet to your knowledge management system, and sometimes when you're in a rush, it's better to throw them in your inbox and then you can arrange them instead of throwing them in the resources database. So that's pretty much it. That's a knowledge management system from a very high point view. We're gonna see in the next class the first page, My Hub. We're gonna see it in more detail and I'm gonna explain to you how to use it.